If your pets are on a designated feeding schedule, whether you are away or at home, this right here is going to make sure that your pets are fed on time every day. This is the automatic pet feeder. This pet feeder has been sent to me for this review, and while it does look a little bit intimidating, this is actually extremely easy to get set up and connected to the app that it provides. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the different features of this pet feeder and how to use the app. So first off, this pet feeder has dual power. So on the bottom of the food holder, there is an area for batteries. Those batteries are not included, but you do need 4 AA batteries. And then on the bottom as well is where you are going to plug in your power cable. Now you can do one or the other, you don't have to have both, but I prefer to have both power sources because if we happen to lose electricity, then there is a chance that your pets may not be fed on time. However, with those backup batteries, it will continue working. As you see here, this is the portion that holds your cat food, and the cat food does need to be a certain size. It can't be too big or it won't be able to be dispensed out of the feeder, but this canister will hold about 25 cups of food depending on what size and what kind of food you have in it. As you see here, you do have a safety lock, and this is very important because if you have a cat, a pushy cat like this one, he could easily push this over and just have a free feed and eat all the food he wants. So they do provide you with this safety strap so they can't easily knock this off. And then they do also have a desiccant packet on the lid, and what that does is it absorbs any moisture that is in the food and keeps it fresher for longer. So once you get it plugged in or get your batteries in, it's pretty much ready to go. You don't have to set any times on this feeder. However, you're not able to program it anyway just through the button. The only thing that this plus button is going to allow you to do is manually feed them by portions. So one press is going to be one portion, and I'll show you how big that portion is because I can almost guarantee you that your pet is going to need more than one portion. So that's just one portion. So when I show you the app, keep in mind because you will have to set the portion size, and if we put this together, that right there is just one portion. So the app that you're gonna need to download if you don't have it already is Smart Life. And if you don't have it already, you are gonna have to make an account, but it is super simple to do. And then it's also super easy to get the pet feeder connected through the app. And there is instructions on the user manual to walk you through how to do that. But once you get it connected and everything, this is what the home screen is going to look like. And this is really the only settings that you have for this pet feeder, which makes it super simple to use. So as you see here, we do have a timer, and that is so you can set what time you want your pet fed every day. So here we have Sunday through Saturday. So if you want them to be fed on a timer throughout the whole week, you can select those, and then you can also change the time. Then if we go down one, we do have a notification setting. So each time your pet is fed, you will get a notification sent to your phone so you know what time they have been fed and how much. And then the manual feed is going to be the portion sizes that I was talking about, and you can have up to 12 portions per feeding. You can also have up to 30 meals per day. If you want to feed your pet multiple times a day, then you are going to have to set those individual times to make sure that those feeding times are met and that the automatic feeder is going to dispense the food at those times. And then there is a feed record. So if you don't want your notifications on, but you still want to keep track of how your pet is being fed, then you are able to go back into that history to see when they were fed, how much they were fed, and what day they were fed. You can go back into that history to see what day they were fed, at what time, and how much. And then, like on the pet feeder itself, you are able to do a manual feeding, but this right here allows you to do the manual feeding while you are away from home or while you're laying in bed and you're just not ready to get up yet, but your cats are ready to eat. So we can choose the portion number that we want. So we'll do 5 and then press feed, and it will begin manual feeding. So that is just how simple and easy it is to get this automatic pet feeder set up and connected to the app. I really like this pet feeder because some of the other pet feeders that I have reviewed, you have to do all of the programming through the control panel on the front, and it does get pretty confusing and kind of overwhelming trying to make sure that you get the right time set for the feeding. But with this one, you're able to either just manually do it through the feeder itself, or like you've seen on the app, you can connect it on your phone, which is a lot easier than doing it on the feeder itself. So like I said, whether you are away from home or you're at home and you just don't really want to get up to feed your pets at that time, this automatic pet feeder has you covered.